Brother Voodoo versus Phantom Stranger, the Mystical Guide Duel. Welcome back, comic fans and mystical enthusiasts. Today we're diving deep into the arcane realms of Marvel and DC to pit two of their most enigmatic mystical guides against each other, Brother Voodoo and the Phantom Stranger. Ever wondered who would come out on top in a showdown between these two powerful sorcerers? Well, you're in the right place. Brother Voodoo, the Houngan Supreme of Marvel, and Phantom Stranger, DC's eternal enigma, both wield immense mystical powers and have guided our favorite heroes through some of their most challenging journeys. But who truly stands supreme in the mystical arts? In this video, we'll explore their origins, delve into their powers and abilities, highlight their most notable feats, and ultimately theorize who would win in an epic mystical duel. So, grab your cloaks and amulets, because things are about to get magical. Brother Voodoo's origin and background. First up, let's unravel the story of Brother Voodoo, also known as Jericho Drum. Born in Haiti, Jericho left his homeland to pursue education in the United States, eventually becoming a successful psychologist. But destiny had other plans. When Jericho returned to Haiti after 12 years, he found his twin brother, Daniel Drum, gravely ill due to a voodoo curse placed by a sorcerer named Dambala. Despite Jericho's medical knowledge, he couldn't save Daniel, who, with his dying breath, urged Jericho to seek out the legendary voodoo priest, Papa Jambo. Under Papa Jambo's tutelage, Jericho immersed himself in the mystic arts and voodoo practices. Through rigorous training and spiritual enlightenment, he became a powerful Houngan voodoo priest. In a pivotal ritual, Jericho's spirit was bonded with that of his deceased brother, granting him amplified powers and the ability to summon Daniel's spirit. Thus, he embraced the mantle of Brother Voodoo. Brother Voodoo's journey didn't stop there. He's crossed paths with numerous Marvel heroes, including Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and the X-Men. His affiliations span from aiding individual heroes to joining groups like the Avengers Unity Division. His wisdom and unique powers have made him a valuable ally in battles against supernatural threats. One of the most significant developments in Jericho's story was when he assumed the title of Sorcerer Supreme after Doctor Strange lost the position. Wielding the powerful Eye of Agamotto, Brother Voodoo faced new challenges and greater responsibilities, solidifying his place among the top mystics in the Marvel Universe. Phantom Stranger's origin and background. Shifting our gaze to the DC Universe, let's delve into the enigmatic world of the Phantom Stranger. As his name suggests, the Phantom Stranger is shrouded in mystery. Over the years, multiple origin stories have been hinted at, each adding to his mystique. One prevailing theory suggests that he was a mortal man during biblical times who failed to prevent the crucifixion of Jesus, cursed to wander the earth for eternity. Another posits that he was an angel who didn't choose sides during Lucifer's rebellion, resulting in his eternal roaming as penance. Yet another origin paints him as a survivor from a previous universe, witnessing the cyclical nature of reality. Regardless of his true beginnings, the Phantom Stranger serves as a cosmic observer within the DC Universe. He often appears at pivotal moments to offer cryptic guidance or to subtly influence events, ensuring that the delicate balance between good and evil remains undisturbed. His interventions are usually brief but impactful, leaving heroes pondering his true intentions. Throughout his timeless journey, the Phantom Stranger has interacted with numerous heroes, including members of the Justice League and the Justice Society. He's played roles in events involving characters like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, often nudging them toward crucial revelations or decisions. His associations extend to mystical groups like the Trenchcoat Brigade, alongside other mystics like John Constantine and Dr. Occult. Comparison of powers and abilities. Now that we've explored their backgrounds, it's time to compare the powers and abilities of Brother Voodoo and the Phantom Stranger. Let the mystical showdown begin. Brother Voodoo's powers are deeply rooted in voodoo magic and the spiritual realm. Here are some of his key abilities. Spirit possession. Jericho can summon the spirit of his brother Daniel, granting him enhanced strength, healing, and the ability to control fire. Daniel's spirit can also possess others, allowing Jericho to influence or control them temporarily. Necromancy. He can communicate with and summon the spirits of the dead, gaining knowledge or assistance from them. This connection to the afterlife is a significant asset in battles involving supernatural forces. Elemental control. Brother Voodoo has some control over elemental forces, particularly fire, using it both offensively and defensively. Hypnosis and mind control. Through voodoo rituals, he can influence the minds of others, casting illusions or compelling them to act against their will. Magic resistance. His connection to voodoo magic provides a degree of protection against magical attacks, making him a formidable opponent against other sorcerers. Sorcerer Supreme powers. During his tenure as Sorcerer Supreme, he wielded the Eye of Agamotto and Cloak of Levitation, significantly amplifying his magical abilities. He gained access to a broader range of spells and mystical artifacts. The Phantom Stranger's abilities are vast and often portrayed as bordering on omnipotent, though he operates under certain constraints. Immortality. He is ageless and cannot die, continuing his existence through the eons. This longevity grants him immense knowledge and experience. Mystical empowerment. The Stranger wields powerful magic, capable of spells that can manipulate reality, time, and space. He can teleport across dimensions, become invisible, and phase through objects. Omniscience. He possesses extensive knowledge of past, present, and possible futures, making him an invaluable guide and strategist. His insights often steer events toward a desired outcome. Energy manipulation. He can project and absorb magical energy, using it to defend or attack. This includes creating force fields, energy blasts, and other constructs. Cosmic awareness. His understanding of the cosmic order allows him to perceive disturbances or threats that might be invisible to others. In a direct confrontation, the interplay of their abilities would be fascinating. Brother Voodoo's spirit magic versus Phantom Stranger's immortality. Jericho's necromancy might be less effective against an immortal being. However, his ability to summon spirits could provide unexpected allies or tactics. Mind control and illusions. Brother Voodoo's hypnotic powers might struggle against the Stranger's cosmic awareness and mental fortitude. On the other hand, the Stranger's vast knowledge could anticipate and counter Jericho's moves. Notable battles and feats. Let's highlight some of the most impressive moments from Brother Voodoo and the Phantom Stranger that showcase their prowess and influence within their respective universes. Brother Voodoo's highlights: defeating Damballa. Early in his career, Brother Voodoo confronted the powerful sorcerer Damballa, who was responsible for his brother's death. Through courage and mastery of voodoo magic, Jericho overcame Damballa, avenging his brother and freeing his people from the sorcerer's tyranny. Becoming Sorcerer Supreme. In the new Avengers storyline, after Doctor Strange loses the title, the Eye of Agamotto chooses Brother Voodoo as the new Sorcerer Supreme. This honor elevated his status significantly, entrusting him with the protection of Earth against mystical threats. Battle against Agamotto. When the mystical entity Agamotto sought to reclaim the Eye, Brother Voodoo stood against him. Although the battle was intense and ultimately led to Jericho sacrificing himself to save reality, it demonstrated his heroism and the extent of his power. His death was later reversed, allowing him to continue his journey. Phantom Stranger's feats. Guiding the Justice League. The Phantom Stranger has appeared to the Justice League at critical moments, providing cryptic advice that ultimately helps them thwart threats like Darkseid and the Anti-Monitor. His guidance is often the key to unlocking solutions to seemingly insurmountable problems. Confronting the Spectre. In several instances, the Stranger has stood against the Spectre, God's spirit of vengeance. Despite the Spectre's immense power, the Phantom Stranger holds his own, demonstrating his significant mystical abilities and courage. Their legacies continue to evolve as new stories unfold, keeping fans captivated by their mystical journeys. Both characters have left indelible marks on their worlds. Their battles and feats not only showcase their individual strengths, but also how they contribute to the greater good, often at personal cost. Role as mystical guides. Beyond their powers and battles, Brother Voodoo and the Phantom Stranger share a common thread as mystical guides, steering others through the complexities of the supernatural world. Let's explore how they fulfill this role and what sets them apart. Brother Voodoo's mentorship, guiding young heroes. Jericho mentors emerging heroes, using his psychological expertise to support their growth. Phantom Stranger's guidance, cryptic advice, offers vague hints that lead heroes to find their own solutions. Cosmic interventions, subtly influences events to maintain universal balance. Differences in approach, direct engagement versus subtle influence. Brother Voodoo is hands-on, while the Phantom Stranger prefers to work from the shadows. Teaching style, Jericho provides clear instruction. The Stranger imparts lessons through riddles and indirect cues. The mystical duel, who would win? All right, it's time for the big question. In a mystical duel between Brother Voodoo and the Phantom Stranger, who would emerge victorious? Let's set the stage for this epic confrontation. Theoretical battle scenario. Imagine a convergence of universes where both characters find themselves at odds due to a misunderstanding or manipulations by a greater evil. In this encounter, both are compelled to test their limits against each other. Strengths versus weaknesses. Brother Voodoo brings a wealth of voodoo magic, spirit manipulation, and the tactical mind of a psychologist. His ability to summon spirits, control minds, and wield elemental forces makes him a versatile opponent. His time as Sorcerer Supreme adds to his arsenal. Phantom Stranger, with his immortality and vast mystical powers, operates on a higher cosmic level. His knowledge of the future and ability to manipulate reality provide significant advantages. However, his constraints against direct interference could limit his actions. Potential outcomes. Scenario 1. Brother Voodoo attempts to use spirit possession or mind control, but the Stranger's cosmic awareness allows him to anticipate and counter these moves. The Stranger could neutralize these attacks, perhaps even severing Jericho's connection with Daniel's spirit temporarily. Scenario 2. The Phantom Stranger's reluctance to fully engage gives Brother Voodoo an opening to exploit. Utilizing his tactical skills and perhaps rallying spirits to assist, Jericho could press the advantage. However, the Stranger's superior power might eventually overwhelm him if fully unleashed. Fan perspectives. Fans are often divided on such cross-universe battles. Some argue that the Phantom Stranger's near-omnipotent abilities make him unbeatable. Others point out that Brother Voodoo's resourcefulness and underdog spirit could tip the scales in his favor under the right circumstances. Ultimately, the outcome might depend on the writer's narrative and the context of the battle. Since both characters embody the mystical essence of their universes, a definitive victor isn't clear-cut. What's certain is that such a duel would be an incredible display of magic, strategy, and character depth. Thanks for joining us on this mystical journey. Whether you're Team Brother Voodoo or Team Phantom Stranger, one thing's for sure: the world of comics is richer with these enigmatic guides.